Hey guys, it's the 5-star General here. Just coming at you with a Warhammer 2 Total War video. This is on multiplayer between me and one of my best friends. Neither of us are actually very good at the multiplayer, but yeah, I just figured we'd hop straight into it, see what we can get done, see if we can actually damage each other, and see if we can actually develop and actually get better, and maybe actually get somewhere. Right here you can see me setting up my Dwarven army. You're going to see a pretty bog standard setup. As you can see, I've got a whole bunch of long beards here. I figured that probably good for frontline infantry. My friend here, he's bringing the Tomb Kings to the forefront, so never really know what he's going to come out with. This is one random guy. He will do a million and one different things. You never know what kind of setup he's ever going to do. So I just figured, we'd hop straight into it and we'll see what we get. As I said before, neither of us have been very confident online or anything like that, so I'm just making this video for the hell of it, just to show that, you ain't got to be amazing to make these kind of videos. You don't have to be the greatest man in the world. You don't have to be playing games on legendary difficulty to get anywhere. I'm sure there are going to be some people that moan and whine in the comments, but, it's a free world. You can do what you like. At the end of the day, I'm here for me and for all those unlucky people that just don't really get anywhere. I'm here to just say that, go online, don't be afraid, do what you want to do. If you want to play and fight, you want to do it. Go with what you feel is best. Go for an army that you think is more suited to you. Don't sit there worrying about what other people are doing and what other people are going to think of you. People are going to send abuse and do this, that, and the other. That's fine. If they want to be small-minded, let them. Anyway, almost finished on this setup here. I pressed the damn wrong button again. Trying to come out with some sort of, solid line, because in my eyes, coming as a Tomb King, he's gonna rush me is what I'm kind of thinking. Like, there isn't going to be too much tactical sway in what they do or anything like that. So it's just kind of setting up to have a good base. And as you can see, I've got my guns at the front there. Just thinking, if he does try and hoard me, then, we can do something. We can get somewhere. And there I am, setting up on the other side of the bank, moving my army just to try and, oh god, here we go. Yeah, screaming skull catapult. Sorry. Already making damage, morale damage, and everything else. So it's going to come down to attrition, I think, on this artillery battle. Look at that shot that is. Just in case you guys are wondering, I've muted the sound on the actual video and voiced over, just for the simple fact that, if I didn't, then we'd probably get reported for the amount of language that is actually used. As much as we love each other, we do hate each other as well. So during this video, there are many insults flying out left, right, and centre. But it's all in good fun. It's all love. And as you can, just the amount of damage that those screaming skull catapults do, morale damage and everything else, which again I think is probably a good reason to take the Longbeards, because their leadership is so high. And as you can see, I've gone for Grombrindle here, so having him in there just to boost their leadership with his skills, I think is really pretty much vital for this battle here. I mean, I'm sure there are many things that we can change and we can edit. I'm sure you'd let us know in the comments. As I said, we're probably going to get, moaned at and whined at by like all these professional players that play it all the time, this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, we both have jobs, we both got families, we're both trying to sort ourselves out. We literally just do this as a pastime. We love the Total War series, always have. Our main friendship grew on the old Dawn of War system. We used to sleep over each other's houses and be up all night playing on Dawn of War, trying to do a campaign together. So it's nice to be able to get back into doing this and getting into online battles together. Hopefully we can do some more, get some more in. Hopefully if we can get some views up, we'll get some more videos out. And then if you guys want to see random silly things, put it in the comments. If we get enough on there, we'll do it. One of the other videos I haven't uploaded yet is my ridiculous Britannian force that I took up against my friend Skaven here. You think, Skaven being Skaven, he's going to hoard you, he's going to come running at you, he's just going to get all up in your grill, start shoving vermin here, there, and everywhere. So I set up for that. Come the battle, didn't happen at all, got absolutely destroyed. But I forgot to record, otherwise I'd have put that one up. That one would have been quite funny. And as you can see there, he's got Scepter of the Imperishable and War Sphinx. So already I'm now thinking that, this is somebody I've got to, draw in. I can't just have him sit there whacking off abilities left, right, and centre. I've got to try and draw him in. Hopefully get the Longbeards in there, or get Grombrindle in to attack him. But those Screaming Skull catapults, I cannot state just how powerful and how good they are. Such a brilliant point unit. I mean, getting so many points for those. I mean, I had 3 units of organ guns there, and he's got 2 units of catapults, and those 2 units of catapults I've just destroyed those organ guns. That's probably down to him, to be fair. Like, he probably knew, obviously being dwarves, was going to bring some sort of artillery, so he knew what he was going to do. Me being the dwarves, yes, I was going to take some artillery just to be able to, whittle down units before they come to me. I was planning to play more defensive, hence the Longbeards. But just having that there, he obviously knew what he was going to do. I didn't think at all that he was going to bring the Screaming Skull catapult. I totally forgot about it in my defence. I totally forgot that they get it. And then here we come here, and they're trying to bring the chariots in on the side. He loves his chariots, this boy. Honestly, almost every battle I fight with this guy is chariots, doom wheels, you name it. He'll use them and he'll abuse them. And then here we go here. We finally got the ranged units in. We're going to bring Grombrindle over just to try and boost and help out in this combat here. Not going to be overly great. And then for some reason, my organ gunners, I clicked them to attack the Screaming Skull catapult there, and they decide that they're going to run over there and they're going to try and attack them in combat, despite the fact that they're actually running with the organ gun. Like, I don't really get what the tactic is there. Anyway, I'm just using Grombrindle there to boost, try and help buff my units here. Luckily, with the setup that I've gone for, knowing that he's not going to be able to bust straight through my Longbeards to be able to get to my ranged units, because in this battle the ranged units are going to be kind of what wins it for me, I suppose. The Longbeards, yes, they're going to do a job. They're brilliant holding infantry, I find, anyway. I mean, there may be better out there, but for the price that you pay, I think you can't really get much better. And they always pull their weight, and they always, stack up, no matter really what you put them in. And then here we go here. You see all the magical damage that's happening from the Screaming Skull catapult, and then from Scepter of the Imperishable here, coming in to boost the back of his line. As you can probably tell, neither of us are great at trying to micromanage. But as I said, it's all a learning curve. We're getting there. We're learning. We're old men now. We don't learn as quickly as like all these 16-year-olds who start making up all these little YouTube channels and that. We're getting there. We will get there. Once we get up another couple of videos, obviously, hopefully you guys will start seeing the. Oh look, here he goes. It's going to come straight through that gap. But luckily for me, I managed to hold back some of these Longbeards here, knowing exactly what was going to happen, and being able to counter for that. But for some reason, Grombrindle just kind of like starts attacking and then he stops. But that's fine. I mean, I've managed to get quite a lot of the damage that I need done, starting to tear down these units now. As you can see, like some of their bars are now starting to drop. Now I just need to sort what I need to get sorted. You can see those units here coming around the back. Those chariots you see running off there, totally forgot about those. And it was only when I started to see them creep in the bottom of the screen there, that was my mistake there, lining up those ranged units in a beautiful line for him to start shooting with the Screaming Skull catapult. Silly. Now realise my mistake, going to move them back. Try and get in some of that friendly fire there. Nah, not this time, buddy, not this time. And that giant that he's got in there as well, I was surprised to see like how much damage that thing ended up taking. I mean, that's 2-3 units of Longbeards around him there, and it actually hung around for a long time, much longer than I thought he was going to. There we are. You see, this is why you bring these quarrelers. You see, like such a good archer unit. Also pretty decent in melee. Obviously they're not great. Most melee units are going to outbeat them, but they're not just going to turn tail and run like most others. Yeah, I suppose that's just the hardy steeliness of the dwarves, which is why usually whenever you see them depicted anywhere, they always have a Scottish accent. Hardy, steely, rough around the edges, but once you get to know them, you love them. Well, I suppose that there are some dwarven setups that you can cheese, and you can cheese quite a lot. But me personally, I like me a nice little dwarf setup. You can't beat it. I mean, yes, okay, you're not going to be utterly mobile, and you're not going to be able to outrun a lot of other units and bum rush some of the others. But you can make some serious stands, and you can do a lot more damage against some of the higher ranked factions, I guess, during this game. But then it all comes down to how your opponent plays. I mean, as I'm finding out here, like, man's playing totally different. I mean, totally different than what I remember. He starts doing things you don't even expect, which is why, obviously, I think he kind of had the upper hand in the opening salvo of this battle with the Screaming Skull Catacombs. There we go. There you see Cedric the Imperishable trying to get in there to get my ranged units off the field, but luckily able to stick around. Here we go, bringing Grombrindle in, trying to get rid of that unit there to free up another unit of Longbeards. Free up those units, and we can start to get the damage output that we need here out onto Cetra. And then as soon as Grombrindle gets over there, we can start freeing up those Longbeards and get them in overwhelming numbers and be able to get rid of the rest of these units here. I mean, Cetra's just dropping stuff left, right, and centre here. And like these chariots here. I mean, yes, okay, now they're running and everything else, but it's just a bane. I mean, they're not exactly good. But they've just been one of those little units you kind of tend to forget about, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're in the back of your line. I mean, luckily not doing too much against these range units here, but as I said, they're able to stand their ground. They've done quite well. Pretty good leadership. So even against those buffs, they've actually done pretty well. And there we are. Here's Cetra, look, starting to crumble, starting to break. Now I just need some units to bog him down, so we can just riddle him with arrows. There we are. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, man. Your spell's not being able to save him this time. Trying to augment him down on there, and that's it. So technically, as it stands, it is 1-1. The Dwarven victory for me, and the Skaven victory for him. We can get some more videos out, and we'll try and keep the tally up. This is the 5-star General. I'll see you soon.